Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be in this world. This is Hejin Lee with a morning update of Bitcoin. And what a beautiful morning it is here in the East Coast. I am in the Boston area. Very sunny, cool, soon to be fall morning. Okay, so here is a blank chart of Bitcoin where I removed all my previous labelings from last night. And I just want to start again. So I had discussed overnight something that could be happening overnight with the price action. And let's see what happened. So here I draw my support line. And I had said this is an important support. So it's hugging it. And I laid out a scenario for a pattern for an ascending right triangle. Notice how the recent overnight rise is now hitting this horizontal line. And that's a good thing. It might bounce off of it. It might get repelled once, one more time. Not required, but it might. Before it just before I draw that line, sorry, let me go to the minimum target calculation. It's about parallel. Okay. And then I draw a vertical line. Oh, here it is. Okay. From the apex, where the horizontal and the inclining line cross. And I draw a vertical line until it hits the parallel line. Now, this is giving me 52.13. Different target from yesterday, because yesterday I was using 3-hour chart. Same thing, 52.13. If that is the minimum target, now revised to be so, I could potentially bring it to a new all-time high. Okay, let me just... Okay, so the minimum target is 53.21. Prior minimum target was 53.44. Okay, off by a few dollars. I just wanted to double check my prior target projection on this. It's consistent. So having said that, let's keep it the same number, 53 to 44 and 60 cents. Okay. And if that's the case, so price can hit the line at which it is right now and bounce off and hit it one more time. As the price is getting closer to the apex, it's being pent up. Think of as a powder, a rubber band, let's say, being stretched until it can't take it anymore, and it has to break off. And I'm expecting that to happen. And what will be the clear indication that it can drive this price to go rise and above and breach this horizontal line? That is the volume. And we are seeing now an increase in volume. And if it is to breach and head towards the 53 for all-time new highs, we need to see volumes get higher. And higher. Okay? But that will drive. And I'm talking positive volume, green volume, not the red volume. Yeah, not much of a difference. I'm using F-Lux on my monitor, which changes colors on me a little bit. So this looks green to me, but I think it's really blue. I'm not colorblind. So, but anyways, we need to see some serious more than this volume coming up. So far, it looks good. So far, it looks good. Let's see where it goes. Now, I just want to also do a clarification. Hold on one second. Let me get the other chart. So this chart that I gave last night, this was not a bearish scenario, not necessarily, not for the short term of a few days, let's say. Whenever I put out a new pattern, a new potential and discernment, what I'm saying is that it's not my primary count. My primary count is just exactly what I showed you earlier, the ascending right triangle. But as an alternate count that I have in the back of my hand, back of my mind, that I'm watching for further developments. Because an alternate count can become a primary count. So the fact that we could have an A, B, and a C to the lower line of the broadening pattern is an alternate count. Now I can have multiple alternate counts. And this is where the cynics or the people who are uninformed or inexperienced in a way of saying, well, you're going wishy-washy, you don't know what the hell you're doing, it's going to go up, it's going to go down, you're changing from this moment, that moment. No, that is not what I'm doing. I have my primary count. And so far, this could be the wave 4 bottom. If we see a new all-time high, it is the bottom, clearly. Now, because in this pattern that I identified last night, the broadening pattern, there's an A, B, C. There has to be an D touch point of the bottom line. This is a close alternate. This could go only up to here. It may fail to meet the minimum target. And if that's the case and it turns from here, then I'm going to be taking a more serious look of this. So here, let me draw it out. This is a daily chart, but this is the ascending right triangle I'm looking at. And if price rises to here, about 48, 4900, and then runs out of steam, and here, look at this, the top of this line here is 5500, so about a couple $100 off from the minimum, which is around here of this ascending right triangle. And right here. Now here's the thing. I mean, if you want, I don't want to confuse anybody, but I've said before, I'm aware of just about every possible Elliott wave count. And we can say, okay, if this was 3, and this is a correction of 4, we can see A, B going to new all-time highs. Price will go up, new all-time highs, and fall back down. This will be a perfectly valid correction. And this is my other alternate count, where we have A, B. B exceeds the prior peak of 3, of C in this case. Exceeds the prior peak. And then C goes lower than the A low. This is called an expanded flat correction. Perfectly valid. And it'll still meet the D. So there is a destination for Bitcoin, and that is it has to touch this one more time for a D. Whether it does it right now or after B to over here, or makes new all-time high and touches it, the destination is the same, the lower line of this. Now, if it makes a new all-time high to even here, the destination is that it has to touch the lower support line of the broadening pattern. So, now, I hope I haven't confused you anymore. I'm not invalidating any of my primary calls. I'm only telling you there are infinite level of possibilities. I'm using Elliott waves to try and identify the probable pathway. Okay? So, bear in mind that anything and everything is subject to change. Why? This is not a perfect world, and I don't have a crystal ball. If I did, I would own all the money in the world. Using this method, however, knowing the patterns, knowing the Elliott wave counts, allows you to find and identify probabilities. And I've always said possible is very different from probable. And I arrive at my probable by doing the exact same process that I've been showing you guys, okay? I hope this is helpful. Let's see if the price bounces down. We need to see more volume. Minimum target 53.44. Let's see what happens today. Have a good day.